Question 1. What is the correct following distance under normal driving conditions? A. 2 seconds. B. 3 to 4 seconds. C. 1 second. Answer: B. 3 to 4 seconds. The correct following distance under normal driving conditions is 3 to 4 seconds. This allows enough time and space to react to the unexpected. Question 2. When is it legal to make a U-turn in a residential area? A. Anytime, as long as it is safe. B. Only when there are no vehicles approaching. C. When there are no signs prohibiting U-turns and it is safe. Answer: C. When there are no signs prohibiting U-turns and it is safe. It's legal to make a U-turn in a residential area if there are no signs prohibiting it and it's safe to do so. Question 3. How should you react to an emergency vehicle with flashing lights and siren? A. Speed up and move out of its way. B. Pull over to the right and stop. C. Continue driving at the same speed. Answer: B. Pull over to the right and stop. You should pull over to the right and stop to allow an emergency vehicle with flashing lights and siren to pass safely. Question 4. What are the consequences of refusing a blood alcohol content test in California? A. No consequences. B. Fine and possible suspension of license. C. Mandatory jail time. Answer: B. Fine and possible suspension of license. Refusing a blood alcohol content test in California can result in a fine and possible suspension of your driver's license. Question 5. Describe the proper procedure for turning left at a traffic light. A. Turn as soon as the light turns green. B. Yield to oncoming traffic and pedestrians, then turn when it's safe. C. Wait for a green arrow before turning. Answer: B. Yield to oncoming traffic and pedestrians, then turn when it's safe. When turning left at a traffic light, yield to oncoming traffic and pedestrians first, then turn when it is safe. Question 6. What does a solid yellow line on your side of the center line mean? A. Passing is allowed. B. Passing is prohibited. C. The speed limit is reduced. Answer: B. Passing is prohibited. A solid yellow line on your side of the center line means that passing is prohibited in that area. Question 7. In what situation is it permissible to pass a school bus with flashing red lights? A. On a divided highway when you're on the opposite side. B. Never, under any circumstances. C. If the bus is on the opposite side of a parking lot. Answer: A. On a divided highway when you're on the opposite side. It is permissible to pass a school bus with flashing red lights only if you are on a divided highway and the bus is on the opposite side. Question 8. How should drivers behave in a roundabout? A. Yield to all traffic in the roundabout. B. Enter without yielding. C. Stop before entering. Answer: A. Yield to all traffic in the roundabout. Drivers should yield to traffic already in the roundabout before entering. Question 9. What actions should you take if your accelerator sticks while driving? A. Keep driving and try to use the brakes. B. Turn off the engine immediately. C. Shift to neutral and apply the brakes. Answer: C. Shift to neutral and apply the brakes. If your accelerator sticks while driving, shift to neutral and apply the brakes to slow down and stop the vehicle safely. Question 10. Explain the right-of-way rules at an intersection with no signs or signals. A. The vehicle to the right has the right-of-way. B. The first vehicle to stop should move forward first. C. Larger vehicles have the right-of-way. Answer: A. The vehicle to the right has the right-of-way. At an intersection with no signs or signals, the vehicle to the right has the right-of-way. Question 11. How should you respond to a bike lane traffic sign? A. Speed through quickly. B. Yield to bicycles in the bike lane. C. Bicycles are not allowed. Answer: B. Yield to bicycles in the bike lane. When you see a bike lane traffic sign, you should yield to bicycles in the bike lane. Question 12. What are the rules for driving in a high occupancy vehicle, HOV, lane as indicated by the sign? A. Only 2 or more persons per vehicle are allowed. B. Any vehicle can use the HOV lane. C. Motorcycles are not allowed. Answer. A. Only 2 or more persons per vehicle are allowed. The rule for driving in a HOV lane is that there must be 2 or more persons per vehicle. Question 13. When approaching a railroad crossing sign, what additional precautions should a driver take in areas where visibility is limited? A. Speed up to cross quickly. B. Stop and listen for a train. C. Slow down, look both ways, and listen for a train. Answer. C. Slow down, look both ways, and listen for a train. When approaching a railroad crossing sign, especially where visibility is limited, slow down, look both ways, and listen for a train. Question 14. If you come across a no parking anytime sign, what should you do? A. Park for a short time only. B. Find a different place to park. C. Park if there are no other vehicles around. Answer. B. Find a different place to park. If you see a no parking anytime sign, you should find a different place to park. Question 15. How should you react to a keep left sign while driving on a highway? A. Move to the left lane. B. Stay in your current lane. C. Move to the right lane. Answer. A. Move to the left lane. When you see a keep left sign while driving on a highway, you should move to the left lane. Question 16. What does a yield ahead sign indicate, and how should you prepare? A. Increase your speed. B. Prepare to stop and yield to traffic. C. Ignore the sign. Answer. B. Prepare to stop and yield to traffic. A yield ahead sign indicates that you should prepare to stop and yield to traffic. Question 17. Describe the correct response to a flagman ahead sign in a construction zone. A. Ignore the sign and continue at your current speed. B. Speed up to get past the construction quickly. C. Slow down and be prepared to stop. Answer. C. Slow down and be prepared to stop. When you see a flagman ahead sign in a construction zone, you should slow down and be prepared to stop. Question 18. What are the requirements for using a carpool lane in California, as indicated by a carpool lane entrance sign? A. No special requirements. B. A minimum of 2 people per vehicle. C. Only electric vehicles. Answer. B. A minimum of 2 people per vehicle. To use a carpool lane in California, there must be a minimum of 2 people per vehicle. Question 19. When you see a yield to uphill traffic sign, what action should you take? A. Continue driving without yielding. B. Yield to traffic coming uphill. C. Only yield if there are vehicles visible. Answer. B. Yield to traffic coming uphill. When you see a yield to uphill traffic sign, you should yield to traffic coming uphill. Question 20. In case of a long-term detour, as indicated by a detour sign, what should a driver consider regarding their route planning? A. Ignore the sign and continue on the same route. B. Follow the detour signs to adjust your route. C. Take a short break before continuing. Answer. B. Follow the detour signs to adjust your route. In case of a long-term detour, you should follow the detour signs to adjust your route accordingly. Question 21. What steps should you take if you are involved in a traffic collision? A. Leave the scene immediately. B. Exchange information with the other driver and report the collision if necessary. C. Wait for others to call the police. Answer. B. Exchange information with the other driver and report the collision if necessary. If involved in a collision, you should exchange information with the other driver and report the collision to the authorities if necessary. Question 22. How does California law define a blind intersection, and how should you approach it? A. An intersection with no stop signs at any corner. Approach with caution. B. An intersection where your view is blocked. Slow down and prepare to stop. C. Any intersection without traffic lights. Answer: B. An intersection where your view is blocked, slow down, and prepare to stop. A blind intersection is one where your view of oncoming traffic is obstructed and you should approach it slowly, prepared to stop. Question 23. What is the appropriate action when the traffic light turns green but the intersection is blocked? A. Proceed through the intersection. B. Wait until the intersection is clear before proceeding. C. Honk to clear the intersection. Answer: B. Wait until the intersection is clear before proceeding. Even if the light is green, you should wait until the intersection is clear before proceeding. Question 24. Explain the legal requirements for using your headlights when it's raining. A. Headlights are not required in the rain. B. Use high beams during heavy rain. C. Turn on your headlights whenever you use your windshield wipers. Answer: C. Turn on your headlights whenever you use your windshield wipers. In California, the law requires you to turn on your headlights when using your windshield wipers in the rain. Question 25. What is the basic speed law in California? A. Do not exceed the posted speed limit. B. Do not drive faster than is safe for current conditions. C. Always keep up with the speed of traffic. Answer: B. Do not drive faster than is safe for current conditions. The basic speed law in California states that you should not drive faster than is safe for current conditions. Question 26. How should a driver prepare for lane merging when encountering a through traffic merge left sign in heavy traffic conditions? A. Continue in the same lane without changing speed. B. Speed up and merge abruptly. C. Check mirrors and blind spots, signal, and merge when safe. Answer: C. Check mirrors and blind spots, signal, and merge when safe. When preparing to merge due to a through traffic merge left sign, especially in heavy traffic, check your mirrors and blind spots, signal, and merge when it is safe to do so. Question 27. What do the posted distances signs indicate, and how should they affect your driving? A. The distance to the next exit or town. B. Speed limits for the upcoming area. C. The distance you should keep from the car in front of you. Answer: A. The distance to the next exit or town. Posted distances signs indicate the distance to the next exit or town, helping drivers plan their journey. Question 28. What should you do when approaching a telephone available sign on a highway? A. Prepare to use your cell phone. B. Ignore the sign if you have a cell phone. C. Know that there is a place ahead to safely stop and use a telephone if necessary. Answer: C. Know that there is a place ahead to safely stop and use a telephone if necessary. A telephone available sign indicates that there is a location ahead where you can safely stop to use a telephone if necessary. Question 29. How do you properly use a center left turn lane? A. For overtaking slow vehicles. B. As a regular driving lane. C. To prepare for or complete a left turn. Answer: C. To prepare for or complete a left turn. A center left turn lane should be used to prepare for or complete a left turn, not as a regular driving or overtaking lane. Question 30. When parking uphill with a curb, which way should you turn your wheels? A. Away from the curb. B. Towards the curb. C. Keep them straight. Answer: A. Away from the curb. When parking uphill with a curb, you should turn your wheels away from the curb. Question 31. What is the proper way to enter a freeway? A. Enter at or near the speed of traffic and merge safely. B. Stop before merging into freeway traffic. C. Enter slowly and increase speed once on the freeway. Answer: A. Enter at or near the speed of traffic and merge safely. The proper way to enter a freeway is to match the speed of traffic and merge safely. Question 32. How should you behave if you encounter a funeral procession? A. Pass the procession quickly. B. Yield and do not interrupt the procession. C. Honk to notify your presence. Answer: B. Yield and do not interrupt the procession. If you encounter a funeral procession, you should yield and not interrupt it. Question 33. What is the minimum distance for parking from a fire hydrant in California? A. 15 feet. B. 10 feet. C. 5 feet. Answer: A. 15 feet. In California, the minimum distance for parking from a fire hydrant is 15 feet. Question 34. Describe the procedure for passing a bicycle on a road. A. Honk to alert the cyclist and pass closely. B. Pass with at least 3 feet of space between your vehicle and the bicycle. C. Follow closely until the bicycle moves over. Answer: B. Pass with at least 3 feet of space between your vehicle and the bicycle. When passing a bicycle, you should give at least 3 feet of space for safety. Question 35. What should a driver do upon seeing a two-way traffic sign on a one-way street? A. Continue driving as usual. B. Prepare for oncoming traffic. C. Turn around immediately. Answer: B. Prepare for oncoming traffic. Upon seeing a two-way traffic sign on a one-way street, prepare for the possibility of facing oncoming traffic. Question 36. What is the significance of a slower traffic keep right sign, and how should you react? A. Move to the right lane if you are driving slower than other traffic. B. Ignore the sign if you are driving at the speed limit. C. Always drive in the right lane. Answer: A. Move to the right lane if you are driving slower than other traffic. If you are driving slower than the flow of traffic, move to the right lane when you see a slower traffic keep right sign. Question 37. What precautions should you take when driving through an area marked with a shoulder work ahead sign? A. Increase speed to pass the area quickly. B. Stay in your lane and be alert. C. Move to a lane away from the work, if safe. Answer: C. Move to a lane away from the work, if safe. When driving through an area with a shoulder work ahead sign, move to a lane away from the work if possible and be alert. Question 38. How should you respond if you encounter a bicycle crossing or use area? A. Yield to bicycles and watch for cyclists. B. Ignore unless you see a cyclist. C. Speed up to pass before cyclists cross. Answer: A. Yield to bicycles and watch for cyclists. When encountering a bicycle crossing or use area, yield to bicycles and be vigilant for cyclists. Question 39. What are the rules for making a U-turn in a business district in California? A. U-turns are always allowed. B. U-turns are allowed at intersections unless a sign prohibits them. C. U-turns are never allowed in business districts. Answer: B. U-turns are allowed at intersections unless a sign prohibits them. In business districts, U-turns are generally allowed at intersections unless there's a sign indicating otherwise. Question 40. How should you proceed when you come across a no U-turn sign? A. Make the U-turn quickly. B. Look for a sign that allows U-turns. C. Do not make a U-turn. Answer: C. Do not make a U-turn. When you see a no U-turn sign, you should not make a U-turn. Question 41. What is the correct procedure for changing lanes on a multi-lane highway? A. Signal, check mirrors and blind spots, then change lanes if it is safe. B. Change lanes quickly to avoid slowing down traffic. C. Honk to alert other drivers and change lanes. Answer: A. Signal, check mirrors and blind spots, then change lanes if it is safe. The correct procedure involves signaling, checking mirrors and blind spots, and then safely changing lanes. Question 42. How should a driver react when approaching an uncontrolled intersection? A. Speed up to cross the intersection first. B. Proceed with caution and be ready to stop. C. Assume the right of way. Answer: B. Proceed with caution and be ready to stop. At an uncontrolled intersection, drivers should proceed with caution and be prepared to stop if necessary. Question 43. What is the legal requirement for stopping at a railroad crossing with no barrier? A. Stop only if a train is visible. B. Slow down and proceed without stopping. C. Stop if the crossing is not clearly visible for 400 feet in both directions. Answer: C. Stop if the crossing is not clearly visible for 400 feet in both directions. You must stop at a railroad crossing with no barrier if you cannot see the tracks clearly for 400 feet in both directions. Question 44. How should you adjust your driving in adverse weather conditions like heavy rain or fog? A. Maintain normal speed. B. Turn on your headlights and drive slower than usual. C. Use high beams to improve visibility. Answer: B. Turn on your headlights and drive slower than usual. In adverse weather conditions like heavy rain or fog, it's important to turn on headlights and reduce speed for safety. Question 45. What are the rules regarding the use of your cell phone while driving in California? A. Use of any cell phone is allowed while driving. B. Handheld use is prohibited. Hands-free use is allowed. C. All cell phone use is prohibited. Answer: B. Handheld use is prohibited. Hands-free use is allowed. In California, drivers are prohibited from using handheld cell phones, but may use hands-free devices. Question 46. In what situations is it required to yield to a pedestrian? A. Only in marked crosswalks. B. At all times, regardless of where they are crossing. C. Only when pedestrians have a walk signal. Answer: B. At all times, regardless of where they are crossing. Drivers must yield to pedestrians at all times, regardless of where they are crossing. Question 47. What should you do if your vehicle's brakes fail while driving? A. Pump the brake pedal rapidly. B. Immediately pull the emergency brake. C. Keep driving until the vehicle slows down on its own. Answer: A. Pump the brake pedal rapidly. If your vehicle's brakes fail, pump the brake pedal rapidly. This may build up enough pressure to stop the car. Question 48. Describe the steps to safely back up your vehicle. A. Use only the rearview mirror. B. Check all mirrors and over your shoulder before slowly backing up. C. Back up quickly to minimize time going in reverse. Answer: B. Check all mirrors and over your shoulder before slowly backing up. To safely back up, check all mirrors and look over your shoulder, then back up slowly. Question 49. What should you do if you are being tailgated? A. Brake sharply to warn the tailgater. B. Increase your speed to create distance. C. Move over to allow the tailgater to pass. Answer: C. Move over to allow the tailgater to pass. If you are being tailgated, the safest option is to move over and allow the tailgater to pass. Question 50. How do you determine a safe speed for driving on a freeway? A. Match the speed of the traffic flow. B. Drive at the posted speed limit. C. Always drive at the maximum speed limit. Answer: A. Match the speed of the traffic flow. A safe speed on a freeway is determined by matching the speed of the surrounding traffic flow within the speed limit. Question 51. What should a driver do upon encountering a yield sign? A. Stop completely before proceeding. B. Slow down and yield to all traffic. C. Ignore the sign if the way seems clear. Answer: B. Slow down and yield to all traffic. At a yield sign, a driver should slow down and yield the right of way to all traffic. Question 52. How do you properly respond to a do not pass sign on a 2-lane road? A. Only pass if no cars are coming. B. Pass quickly to minimize time in the opposite lane. C. Do not pass any vehicles. Answer: C. Do not pass any vehicles. A do not pass sign indicates that passing is not allowed on that stretch of road. Question 53. What is the appropriate reaction when you see a keep left sign on a divided highway? A. Move to the right lane. B. Stay in your lane. C. Move to the left lane. Answer: C. Move to the left lane. A keep left sign on a divided highway indicates that drivers should move to or remain in the left lane. Question 54. How should you proceed when you encounter a yield to uphill traffic sign on a steep road? A. Always stop and yield to uphill traffic. B. Yield only if uphill traffic is visible. C. Uphill traffic must yield to you. Answer. A. Always stop and yield to uphill traffic. When you see a yield to uphill traffic sign on a steep road, you should always yield to traffic coming uphill. Question 55. What actions should a driver take upon seeing a detour traffic sign? A. Ignore the sign and continue on the original route. B. Follow the detour route. C. Turn around and find a different route. Answer. B. Follow the detour route. When you see a detour sign, you should follow the detour route as indicated. Question 56. How does a through traffic merge left sign affect lane usage on a multi-lane road? A. All traffic must merge left. B. Only the right lane must merge. C. Traffic in the left lane must merge right. Answer. A. All traffic must merge left. A through traffic merge left sign indicates that all traffic should merge to the left. Question 57. What should a driver be aware of when approaching a railroad crossing? A. Increase speed to cross quickly. B. Be prepared to stop for trains. C. Railroad crossings are always safe to cross without stopping. Answer. B. Be prepared to stop for trains. When approaching a railroad crossing, drivers should be prepared to stop if a train is approaching. Question 58. When should a driver heed a no parking anytime sign? A. Only during business hours. B. At all times. C. Only if the area is busy. Answer. B. At all times. A no parking anytime sign means parking is not allowed at any time. Question 59. What is the correct way to respond to a bike lane traffic sign? A. Drive in the bike lane if no bicycles are present. B. Watch for and yield to bicyclists in the bike lane. C. Use the bike lane for parking. Answer. B. Watch for and yield to bicyclists in the bike lane. When you see a bike lane sign, be watchful of and yield to bicyclists using the lane. Question 60. What does a high occupancy vehicle HOV fine sign indicate about lane usage and potential penalties? A. Any vehicle can use the HOV lane without consequences. B. Violating HOV lane rules can result in a fine. C. HOV lanes are only for electric vehicles. Answer. B. Violating HOV lane rules can result in a fine. A high occupancy vehicle HOV fine sign indicates that misuse of the HOV lane can lead to a fine. Question 61. What are the rules for yielding at a T intersection in a residential area? A. The driver on the through street must yield. B. The driver on the terminating street must yield. C. Whoever arrives first has the right of way. Answer. B. The driver on the terminating street must yield. At a T intersection, the driver on the street that ends must yield to traffic on the through street. Question 62. Describe the actions to take when your vehicle starts to skid on a slippery road. A. Brake hard and steer in the opposite direction of the skid. B. Steer in the direction you want to go and avoid overcorrecting. C. Accelerate to regain control. Answer. B. Steer in the direction you want to go and avoid overcorrecting. When skidding, steer in the direction you want to go and avoid abrupt movements. Question 63. What is the correct procedure for making a legal right turn on red at an intersection? A. Stop, yield to all traffic and pedestrians, then turn when safe. B. Slow down and turn without stopping. C. Right turns on red are not allowed. Answer. A. Stop, yield to all traffic and pedestrians, then turn when safe. Before turning right on red, come to a complete stop, yield to traffic and pedestrians, and proceed when it is safe. Question 64. How should a driver handle a situation where their view is blocked at a crosswalk? A. Proceed slowly until they have a clear view. B. Honk to alert pedestrians. C. Wait until the view is clear before proceeding. Answer: C. Wait until the view is clear before proceeding. If your view is blocked at a crosswalk, wait until you have a clear view before proceeding. Question 65. What are the legal requirements for yielding to emergency vehicles in California? A. Yield and pull to the right. B. Continue driving normally. C. Only yield if the emergency vehicle is behind you. Answer: A. Yield and pull to the right. When an emergency vehicle approaches with sirens or flashing lights, yield and pull over to the right. Question 66. How should you respond if the traffic signal at an intersection is malfunctioning? A. Proceed with caution. B. Treat it as a four-way stop. C. Wait for it to be repaired. Answer: B. Treat it as a four-way stop. If a traffic signal is malfunctioning, treat the intersection as a four-way stop. Question 67. What steps should you take when exiting a freeway? A. Signal, then slow down on the freeway before exiting. B. Maintain freeway speed until off the ramp. C. Signal, move to the exit lane, then slow down. Answer: C. Signal, move to the exit lane, then slow down. When exiting a freeway, signal, move to the exit lane, and then reduce speed once you are on the exit ramp. Question 68. How do you handle a situation where a school bus is stopped with its red lights flashing? A. Pass cautiously on the left. B. Stop and wait until the lights stop flashing. C. Honk before passing. Answer: B. Stop and wait until the lights stop flashing. When a school bus is stopped with its red lights flashing, you must stop and wait until the lights stop flashing and the bus moves. Question 69. What is the proper way to use a roundabout or traffic circle? A. Yield to traffic already in the roundabout, then proceed clockwise. B. Enter quickly and exit at the first opportunity. C. Yield to incoming traffic and proceed counterclockwise. Answer: C. Yield to incoming traffic and proceed counterclockwise. In a roundabout, yield to traffic already in the circle, then enter and proceed counterclockwise. Question 70. How should you adjust your driving in a construction zone? A. Increase speed to get through the zone faster. B. Maintain your usual speed. C. Slow down, follow signs, and be prepared for changes. Answer: C. Slow down, follow signs, and be prepared for changes. In construction zones, it's important to slow down, obey signs, and be prepared for unexpected changes in traffic patterns. Question 71. What should a driver do when they encounter a telephone available sign? A. Prepare to make a phone call while driving. B. Ignore the sign as it is outdated. C. Know that there's a location ahead where you can safely stop to use a phone. Answer: C. Know that there's a location ahead where you can safely stop to use a phone. A telephone available sign indicates that there's a place ahead to safely stop and use a telephone. Question 72. How do you react to a two-way traffic sign when driving on a one-way street? A. Prepare for possible oncoming traffic. B. Ignore the sign as it does not apply. C. Stop and turn around. Answer: A. Prepare for possible oncoming traffic. A two-way traffic sign indicates that the road ahead will allow traffic in both directions. Question 73. What is the appropriate action when approaching a slower traffic keep right sign? A. Continue in any lane at any speed. B. Move to the right lane if you are driving slower than the general flow of traffic. C. Always stay in the left lane. Answer: B. Move to the right lane if you are driving slower than the general flow of traffic. The sign indicates that slower moving traffic should keep to the right. Question 74. How should you respond to a shoulder work ahead sign while driving? A. Increase your speed to pass the area quickly. B. Move away from the shoulder and proceed with caution. C. Ignore the sign if workers are not present. Answer B. Move away from the shoulder and proceed with caution. When you see a shoulder work ahead sign, move away from the shoulder if possible and proceed carefully. Question 75. What precautions should be taken when approaching an area with a bicycle sign? A. Increase speed to pass cyclists quickly. B. Be alert for cyclists and give them adequate space. C. Use the bicycle lane to bypass traffic. Answer B. Be alert for cyclists and give them adequate space. When approaching an area with a bicycle sign, watch for cyclists and ensure they have enough room on the road. Question 76. When should you obey a no U-turn sign? A. Only during rush hour. B. At all times. C. If police are present. Answer B. At all times, a no U-turn sign must be obeyed at all times, indicating that U-turns are prohibited. Question 77. What does a carpool lane entrance sign indicate about upcoming lane changes? A. Any vehicle can enter the carpool lane. B. Prepare to merge left if you are not carpooling. C. Carpool lane is ending soon. Answer B. Prepare to merge left if you are not carpooling. A carpool lane entrance sign indicates that a carpool lane is beginning, and drivers not carpooling should prepare to merge out of that lane. Question 78. How should a driver react to a flagman ahead sign in a construction zone? A. Speed up to pass the area quickly. B. Be prepared to stop and follow the flagman's instructions. C. Ignore the sign if no flagman is visible. Answer B. Be prepared to stop and follow the flagman's instructions. When seeing a flagman ahead sign, be ready to stop and follow any directions given by the flagman. Question 79. What actions should you take when you see a yield ahead sign? A. Speed up to merge quickly. B. Be prepared to slow down or stop to yield to traffic. C. Maintain your current speed. Answer B. Be prepared to slow down or stop to yield to traffic. A yield ahead sign indicates that you should be ready to slow down or stop in order to yield. Question 80. What should you do if you come across a detour sign on your route? A. Follow the detour route. B. Find your own alternate route. C. Ignore the sign and continue on your original path. Answer A. Follow the detour route. When encountering a detour sign, follow the indicated detour route to bypass the closed or obstructed area. Question 81. How should a driver handle a flashing red traffic light at an intersection? A. Proceed with caution. B. Stop and then proceed when safe. C. Treat it as a yield sign. Answer B. Stop and then proceed when safe. A flashing red light at an intersection should be treated as a stop sign. Stop and proceed when it's safe. Question 82. What is the legal requirement for seat belt use in California for adult passengers? A. Seat belts are optional. B. Only the driver needs to wear a seat belt. C. All passengers must wear seat belts. Answer C. All passengers must wear seat belts. In California, it's a legal requirement for all adult passengers to wear seat belts. Question 83. Describe the proper way to handle a right-of-way situation at a four-way stop. A. The driver to the left goes first. B. The first vehicle to stop should move forward first. C. Vehicles on the main road have the right-of-way. Answer B. The first vehicle to stop should move forward first. At a four-way stop, the first vehicle to stop at the intersection has the right-of-way. Question 84. What actions should a driver take when a traffic light turns yellow as they approach an intersection? A. Speed up to beat the red light. B. Stop if it is safe to do so. C. The yellow light has no legal meaning. Answer B. Stop if it is safe to do so. A yellow light means caution and you should stop if it's safe to do so. Question 85. How does California law address driving under the influence of medication? A. It's acceptable if the medication is prescribed. B. It's treated the same as driving under the influence of alcohol. C. There are no specific laws regarding this. Answer. B. It's treated the same as driving under the influence of alcohol. Driving under the influence of medication is subject to the same laws as alcohol. Question 86. What should a driver do if they encounter a funeral procession while driving? A. Overtake the procession as quickly as possible. B. Yield and do not interrupt the procession. C. Honk to show respect. Answer. B. Yield and do not interrupt the procession. Drivers should show respect by yielding and not interrupting a funeral procession. Question 87. Describe the procedure for passing another vehicle on a two-lane road. A. Pass quickly on the right side. B. Ensure it's clear, signal, and pass on the left. C. Honk and pass without changing lanes. Answer. B. Ensure it's clear, signal, and pass on the left. The correct procedure is to ensure it's safe, signal your intent, and then pass the vehicle on the left side. Question 88. What is the minimum safe distance for following a motorcycle in traffic? A. 1 second. B. 2 seconds. C. 4 seconds. Answer. C. 4 seconds. It's recommended to maintain a minimum following distance of 4 seconds behind a motorcycle to ensure safety. Question 89. What steps should you take if you miss your freeway exit? A. Reverse on the freeway. B. Proceed to the next exit. C. Stop and wait for a gap in traffic to turn around. Answer. B. Proceed to the next exit. If you miss your freeway exit, continue to the next exit. Never reverse or stop on the freeway. Question 90. How should a driver react to a school zone sign during school hours? A. Maintain normal speed unless children are present. B. Slow down and obey the posted speed limit. C. The sign is only advisory. Answer. B. Slow down and obey the posted speed limit. In a school zone during school hours, slow down and follow the posted speed limit. Question 91. What are the specific rules for parking on a hill with and without a curb? A. Always turn your wheels away from the curb. B. With a curb, turn your wheels away from the curb. Without a curb, turn them towards the roadside. C. Wheels should always be kept straight. Answer. B. With a curb, turn your wheels away from the curb. Without a curb, turn them towards the roadside. This prevents the car from rolling into traffic or off the road. Question 92. How should you respond when approaching a pedestrian crosswalk without traffic signals? A. Accelerate to clear the crosswalk quickly. B. Yield to pedestrians in the crosswalk. C. Pedestrians must yield to vehicles. Answer. B. Yield to pedestrians in the crosswalk. Drivers should always yield to pedestrians at crosswalks, even without traffic signals. Question 93. What is the proper way to adjust your rear view and side mirrors? A. So that you can see the side of your car in each mirror. B. To maximize the view of the road behind and to the sides. C. To cover the same area as the other mirrors. Answer. B. To maximize the view of the road behind and to the sides. Mirrors should be adjusted to give the widest view of the road behind and to the sides, minimizing blind spots. Question 94. Describe the California law regarding yielding to transit buses re-entering traffic. A. Buses always have the right of way. B. Yield to buses signaling to enter traffic. C. You do not need to yield to buses. Answer. B. Yield to buses signaling to enter traffic. In California, drivers should yield to transit buses that are signaling to re-enter traffic. Question 95. What actions should a driver take upon encountering an area marked with road construction signs? A. Increase speed to get through the zone faster. B. Maintain normal speed unless workers are present. C. Slow down and be prepared for unexpected conditions. Answer. C. Slow down and be prepared for unexpected conditions. In construction zones, drivers should reduce speed and be prepared for changes or instructions.